I'm a very positive person and a professional in my job. How will this truly help me in my financial life? Because Sue, deep down, regardless of what I say or don't say, there is a part of you that knows that this will help you. And if you need me to sell this to you, for you to understand why you as a human being have to unlock the best in you, then you're not tuned in to the most authentic Sue right now. Is this making sense? Why do we need to grow ourselves, Sue? Why do we need to evolve? It's because the moment we stop growing, we start dying. The moment we are actually not growing ourselves, we're becoming stagnant. And let's think about all of those stories of, let's say, Blockbusters or Toys R Us companies who at one point was doing so well professionally, but they became victims of their own success. They became stagnant. They stopped inquisiting or questioning themselves, growing their company. They stopped really innovating. And as a result, what ended up happening to every single one of these companies? Bust. This is why success is a lousy teacher. How many of you agree? And that comes from somebody who basically created a company called Success Insider. Success sucks. Literally. It really does. Because I'll tell you what ends up happening when somebody is doing really well in their life. You allow that to get to your head. And you stop doing the things that actually got you there in your life. And as a result, you end up basically one day slipping. And then you wake up and huge life crisis hit you. And you realize, what ended up happening? Did this failure just hit me out of the blue? When in reality, success is never an accident, nor is failure. But anytime you do fail, you got to embrace how much of a gift that really is. Because I'm sorry, you're not growing when you're sipping back on the beach, sipping margaritas. Right? That's not when you're growing. You're growing when you're being tested. You're growing when you're being challenged, or when you're challenging your viewpoints, when you are growing your beliefs, when you're enhancing and really inspiring yourself. That's when you're growing. So think about this right now, Sue. All of this work you're going to do is designed to unlock the best in you. So you can get to the end of your life happy with who you've become instead of meeting the person you could have become, which is the very definition of hell. Whatever you do, never allow the successes to ever get to that point where you say, I don't need to do any of this. Because any of you who've ever failed, any of you who've ever experienced life crisis, you know that was the mindset that led to that place. Any of you career people ever done really well in career and ended up experiencing huge self-sabotage like this before? It catches the best of us, by the way. These successes really do get to our head. So this is why we got to develop ourselves. As Abraham Lincoln once said, if he had 6 hours to chop down a tree, he'll spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. He's suggesting we should spend more time ensuring we are bettering our tools than actually taking action on the job. And in this game called life, what are the tools of the job? It's you, Sue. It's you. So if you don't spend enough time bettering yourself, healing yourself, really enhancing yourself, then you are at the 50% of efficiency you possibly could be. And before you know it, some of these big obstacles in your life will get the better of you. Remember, the key to success is to change before you're forced to change. How many of you have ever been to a place before where you're forced to change things around? That's when you know you're reacting a little bit too late. And there's nothing wrong with that for those of you who are now forcing yourself to change right now due to your current situation. But what I'm saying is next time round, let's change before we're forced to change things around. Let's not wait for that next narcissist for you to start healing yourself and looking after yourself. I mean, know what I'm saying? Let's not wait for your business to go bust for you to start looking after yourself. Let's not wait for your health crisis. Let's not wait for your disease. Let's not wait for your illness for you to really look after yourself and look up wellness. Yes, that's life mastery. That's a student who is going to thrive because you're preparing yourself. You're growing yourself every single day. That's what's required if you want to live an extraordinary quality of life.